And we're going to begin with questions from our panel, and let's start with Woody Rucker-Hughes.
Thank you, Erin. I'd like to thank both you gentlemen for agreeing to participate in these historic debates. My question: an injunction was recently used for gang intervention. What would you do as a city council member to address gangs without increasing police patrols?
And this question is going first to Mr. Art Gage. You have 90 seconds.
Thank you. First of all, I fully support the district attorney's decision to control gangs through injunctions. We have to do something, and we have to take a strong stance on that. As far as being able to do it without additional police patrols, I'm not sure that's doable, because the whole idea of the injunction is to control the gang members from congregating, and without police enforcement, that isn't going to work. So, I'm going to not talk for 90 seconds. I would not want to try to enforce something without the proper police protection, and that is going to be more patrols rather than less.
Okay. Mr. Bailey, you have 90 seconds as well.
Well, I think it takes education, first of all, and ability to communicate with the public whenever you're placing a new policy on them. It's important to get out there and let the community know what's going on. When it comes to gangs, the first thing I think about is tagging, and I think that's a scourge on our community right now, and we need to paint over the graffiti before it dries. That allows them to feel comfortable in their environment, in our environment, in the neighborhoods and parks that should be graffiti-free and gang-free. And so obviously we need police patrols out there. As I'm walking the neighborhoods, I'd like to see policemen get out of their cars and walk the neighborhoods. I'd like to see code enforcement out there walking the neighborhoods. The same thing that I'm doing as a candidate for city council. So that's a place that I would like to take this concept of going after the gangs and making sure that we communicate with the public. And I'll leave it there.
Okay. Mr. Gage, you have 30 seconds if you would like to make a rebuttal.
Well, I would be glad to make a rebuttal. This is about gangs. This is not about taggers, even though they are gangs. We're talking the hardcore criminals that need to be controlled. We can't just say, let's go out and talk to them, because they're likely to shoot us. And I mean, that's no joke. I mean, that is an absolute sincerity. The East Side Riva gang has been a problem. There are others. And until we clean them up, we're going to have severe problems in the city of Riverside. We need more enforcement, not less.
Obviously, we need to put gang members in jail that are breaking the law and that are committing illegal acts and making us feel uncomfortable in our own city. I'm not saying that we don't need to put people in jail and have law enforcement regulate those that don't belong in our neighborhoods.
Okay, great. Well, let's go to our next